Quarterbacks now are more important than ever, and they make more money than ever. And that matters because not every young person handles money the same way. Generally, my gut feeling would be kids who had good parents, solid backgrounds, have a better chance to handle that money well. Eagles are going to have a big decision on Jalen Hurts. I like what I see, but I'm not just talking the athlete. I'm reading a story this morning. You know, his longest pass was 29 yards, threw for 121 total. Are there more talented guys? Yes. But if talent was the most important thing for quarterback, then Aaron Rodgers would be in 10 Super Bowls, not just one. That's Tom Brady. Leadership is real. Relatability, likability, toughness, taking one for the team, committed in the offseason. There is no position in sports as basketball has become more positionless. There's no position in sports where you're asked to be a greater leader of men. And as the sport veers into offense, used to just be, you ran that side of the locker room. Nah, now you run the team now. You run the team now. It's interesting. Let's take Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray came out a number 1 pick. Joe Burrow, a number 1 pick. And let's think about both. Both unbelievable college quarterbacks. What's the difference between the two? Both are incredibly accurate, 67-ish%. Both are more than capable of moving. We saw a lot of that from Burrow this weekend. Both inherited losing franchise, one in Arizona, one in Cincinnati. We had real doubts early about their coach, losing cultures, tough divisions, completely incomplete rosters. Can you say completely incomplete? What's the difference? The biggest gap isn't talent. The biggest gap is one's a dude, one's relatable, one goes out with the guys, one connects with everybody in the organization. The other is Kyler Murray. And that's the difference. Jalen Hurts, he's Joe Burrow, a lot like Joe Burrow. He's authentic, just enough of a swagger. Like Burrow, he was told at a college football power, now we're going to go with somebody else. And it just pissed him off enough to just add a little jet fuel. Burrow and Hurts, just the perfect kind of cocky, and both real. Both, I had Burrow on a podcast all year, are not going to give you a lot to play with verbally. They'll talk to teammates. They'll talk in the room. They're not going to give the media a lot. They're going to hand all the plaudits and the nice things and the compliments to their teammates. And both got buy-in, especially Jalen Hurts. Hurts got buy-in from old Hall of Fame level veterans like, Jason Kelsey. And that guy can sniff out a phony. Got total buy-in from the Lane Johnsons and the Kelsey and the old guys. And that's something. And why? What is it about Jalen Hurts and Burrow? My guess is a lot of it is really good parenting from both. Both have a tremendous work ethic, and both were told, no, you're not good enough, you're not big enough, you're not this enough, and it just adds that jet fuel. But when you're handing out big contracts, Jalen Hurts feels like an easy one for me. That guy is all in. He is a foxhole guy. And leadership, that is a skill nobody is born with. You got to cultivate it. You got to build it. And then once you're anointed it, just like throwing a football, you got to practice it. Kyler Murray may have had it, then he lost it. Now he's grasping. Now stuff's getting leaked. Front office, teammates, former teammates. The Jalen Hurtses and the Burrows are easy for me to give money to. Good background, good guy, ticked off, want to prove people wrong. And they really work at that leadership thing. They really care about it. Good habits, good people. By the way, Jalen Hurts is famous for squatting 600 pounds at Oklahoma with his teammates going absolutely crazy around him. I mean, if that's not one of the guys, that guy for me is an easy guy to pay, an easy guy to commit to. Look at those teammates. All right, so Let's go to an old quarterback who's made plenty of money. So we say this all the time. If you got in a plane and the pilot has a flight plan, and then suddenly he's told by radar, yes, massive lightning storm off to the west. Well, the plane should then, new information, head east. If you were told there's something that could save your kid's life, blood transfusion, whatever it is, it's new and it could, use it. New information, new opinions, new circumstances, new opinions. I didn't think like Tom Brady would ever want to play football, even though his parents are in the Bay Area, 3,000 miles from his kids. But an NFL executive said he believes, anonymously, told The Athletic's Mike Sando, a guy I trust, Niners are going to trade Trey Lance and sign Tom Brady. And I said this, watching the game in the third quarter, I thought to myself, everybody's got a breaking point. My mom was really, really giving, but sometimes she'd ask for stuff too. Maybe your mom was patient, but sometimes she probably snapped too. Everybody's got a breaking point. And Kyle Shanahan is sitting there Sunday thinking, Trey Lance hurt, Garoppolo hurt, Brock Purdy hurt, Josh Johnson hurt. I'm snapping the ball to a running back. Get me a big athlete who's not hurt. 6'4.5", 220-pound Tom Brady, who has not missed a start due to injury since 2008. I'm sorry, I would think about it. Circumstances have changed. Now you find out that Purdy, the injury's worse than we thought, and that he can't participate in off-season workouts. He's not going to be back until the season. Well, timeout. He's a 7th-round pick. He didn't start the season. Anybody notice what Brock Purdy did when he got the story, when he got the news? He tore his elbow up. He wanted a second opinion because he sees his career withering away, his opportunity. He wants a second opinion on that thing. So the injury is far worse than we thought. You think Kyle Shanahan's going to go into a season, Garoppolo, Trey Lance off an injury, Brock Purdy off an injury with this roster? Don't forget, Kittle is going to be 30 soon. He's been injured. Christian McCaffrey, 27 years old. Those are dog years, man. That running back is taking shots. Debo now played one full season in his career of 16 games. Juszczyk is going to be 31. He's been hurt. Trent Williams, 35 soon. This is an old offense. If you told me after next year Trent Williams and Kittle retired, would you be shocked? Or McCaffrey got dinged up. Debo got dinged up again. Brock Purdy's smaller than you'd really ideally want. The injury's worse than reported initially. Now he's going to miss off-season workouts. Opinions change when circumstances change. And I can't believe Kyle Shanahan is sitting there thinking, look at this roster, look at this offense, my side of the ball, this window is shrinking. To me, it's like one more great year of this offense, then you got to hit on another 5th-round tight end like George Kittle. Brady doesn't miss starts, not due to injury. Carson Palmer, great Carson Palmer, quarterback last week, told us some hard truths as well about Brock Purdy's game.
You hate to say it because everybody says, well, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Brock Purdy was a 7th-round pick for a reason. There's been some throws I've seen this offseason or this postseason where Brock doesn't quite have the velocity and the zip on the ball that a 1st, 2nd-round pick, and he's gotten away with it because there's been so much cushion created by the system that these receivers are running.
You know, I was talking to somebody about this morning. There's a reason we call them dynasties. In the moment, a lot of great things happen. They're magical. Nick Foles, Super Bowl. But dynasties are rare. And the way to sustain a dynasty is like have Belichick and Brady, or in Kansas City have Andy Reid and Mahomes. Even if Brock Purdy comes back next year and is pretty darn good, you think he's going to be part of a dynasty? It feels like he's talented. He's a gamer. You're not building around it. That's why Brock Purdy wants a second opinion. This is his opportunity. And now, suddenly, it's vanished, potentially. I think Kyle's thinking about Brady. I really do. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.